Esophageal ulceration, infections. GORD is the most common cause of esophageal ulceration, but there are a variety of other reasons, including iatrogenic related to endoscopic procedures, the presence of a nasogastric tube and medications such as tetracyclines, potassium chloride tablets, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and bisphosphonates. Typically, when a medication is lodged in the esophagus, there may be kissing ulcers with ulceration on opposite sides of the esophagus. Patients may present with odynophagia, figure 66.38. Infection of the esophagus typically occurs in immunocompromised, elderly, debilitated or steroid-dependent patients. Candidiasis is the most common fungal infection, characteristically seen as adherent white pseudomembranes. Viral infections include herpes simplex virus, HSV, or cytomegalovirus, CMV. HSV gives rise to punctured-out ulcers with edges that appear vesicular, while CMV ulcers are more shallow. CMV inclusions can be found histologically. Special immunohistochemical stains are required to make the diagnosis. Tuberculous infection can also occur, such as bovine tuberculosis when infected unpasteurized milk is consumed. Treatment would depend on individual etiology and underlying predisposing conditions. Esophageal involvement in systemic disease. The esophagus can be affected by a variety of systemic diseases. Examples include systemic sclerosis, scleroderma, polymyositis, dermatomyositis, systemic lupus erythematosus and polyarteritis, nodosa. Scleroderma most frequently affects women aged 40 to 65 years, female to male ratio, 8:2. The esophagus is the most commonly affected part of the gastrointestinal tract, characterized by the excessive deposit of collagen, resulting in fibrosis. Symptoms are related to GORD, heartburn and regurgitation, as well as dysmotility, dysphagia and chest discomfort. On HRM, the classical findings are poor esophageal motility or even distal esophageal aperistalsis, smooth muscle portion, with a hypertensive LOS. GORD can be severe because of the combination of dysmotility and hypertensive loss, and complications such as peptic strictures and Barrett's esophagus can be found in about 1/3 of patients. Management is directed at the control of GORD. PPIs remains the mainstay of treatment, but standard doses may not be enough. Other medicines such as prokinetics and alginic acid may be added, though efficacy is limited. The results of surgical fundoplication are suboptimal because of poor esophageal motility. Strictures are treated by standard endoscopic therapy. Figure 66.39. Esophageal varices. Esophageal varices usually present with sudden, large volume hematemesis secondary to portal hypertension, which is most commonly due to hepatic cirrhosis. Details of presentation and management can be found in Chapter 69.